Weightless Metabolism, the Sustainable Path to Weight Loss and Lasting Health. Weightless Metabolism, Introduction. Hello, I'm Eden Patrick, and before we begin, I want to tell you a little bit about why this book exists, and why, if you've spent years fighting your body instead of understanding it, the next few hours might change more than your weight. Somewhere, right now, someone is standing in a dark kitchen before sunrise, measuring egg whites to the gram, lacing up running shoes for a loop they don't enjoy, doing everything they were ever told to do, and still watching the scale refuse to move. If that sounds familiar, I want you to hear something clearly, right at the start. It was never a failure of willpower. It never was. For decades, we've been handed a simple, tidy story about weight. Eat less, move more, and if it doesn't work, look inward and try harder. It's a clean story. It's also incomplete. The real story is biological. Genetics you were born with, an environment engineered to work against you, hormones quietly defending a weight your body was never designed to release without the right information. This book is that information. This book is that information. Across the chapters ahead, we're going to walk through it together, piece by piece, not as a lecture, but as a story, because understanding sticks best when it's lived through, not memorized. You'll meet the biology behind the myth of willpower, and why genetics loads the gun while your environment pulls the trigger. You'll discover why the scale alone can't tell you the difference between a body that's struggling and a body that's thriving, and what metabolic syndrome actually looks like from the inside. You'll learn why the low-fat era, followed with real discipline by an entire generation, quietly steered so many people in the wrong direction, and what the science actually shows instead. And you'll build, from the ground up, a practical, sustainable way of eating. Real food, quality protein, fiber-rich vegetables, and for those who need it, the accelerated reset of ketogenic nutrition, not as a punishment, but as a tool, built for a specific job, used with real understanding. By the final chapter, you won't just have lost weight, though that will likely follow. You'll understand your own metabolism well enough to trust it, to stop fighting your body and start working with it for good. This isn't a diet. It's a decoding of the biology you were always meant to understand, delivered in a way that respects your intelligence and your time. So find a comfortable place to listen, during a morning walk, a commute, a quiet evening, and let's begin. Chapter 1 starts now, with a scene that might feel more familiar than you'd like. A kitchen, a dark morning, and a question worth finally answering. I'm Eden Patrick. Thank you for trusting me with this next part of your journey. Let's get started.